Welcome, everybody. We're back on Views from the Six. You already know what it is. Kitty G and everybody else in the house. As you guys know, the weekly standings has changed. Hussam has now jumped all the way to second with the additional 6 points that he took off the back of AK last week and the bet coming through where Lukaku did not score. Also, as you guys can see, Dabs, Alan, and Mojo are all in a I'm sorry, Dabs. All on in a three-way tie with 34 points, and AK in sixth place with 22 points. But this week, anyone can catch up. Anything can happen, as we already know. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are well.
I'm doing good. I'm pretty sure Dabs is doing good too.
Alan, you know what? Alan's the one person on this panel that can rattle me differently. It's annoying. He's like my kryptonite.
That's a lie, Bowen.
Oh, you think you can as well, can't you? Only when you mute people.
So if you guys don't know,
I've gotten you to scream at your phone so many times.
Yeah, you have.
If you guys don't know, AK is not going to be able to be here, so we got Ahmed on the house. Ahmed, how you doing?
Big up, bro. Big up. Thanks for having me.
Repping United, you already know. We got
the
regulars here. Hussam's in the house. Mojo's in the house. Alan's still chilling, even though his team is not doing so well. And my guy, Dabs, is killing it on the football terrace, taking apart the guy, Z.
Your rival, you said there, innit?
What?
You nearly said your rival.
Nah, not a rival.
You nearly said your rival.
Let's get this show going, guys. We got a lot to talk about, but first things first, let's get to Mojo. Mojo, last time we spoke, there was a situation with Roman Abramovich. We didn't know too much information at the time. We didn't think anything of it at the time. But now it seems to be more and more realistic that he will be selling Chelsea. He's put Chelsea up for sale. Suitors are lining up left, right, and center to buy Chelsea. As our Chelsea correspondent, we want to know, what do you think, bro?
And, bruh, I don't know, man. It's definitely a situation that's been brewing for quite a bit. I think it's something that as much as like people want to pretend that, you know, like this whole Roman selling Chelsea and is something that's brand new, it's something that over the years has been kind of picking up, and simply because obviously of the sanctions he had where he couldn't obviously come into the country as a result, and certain things were revoked from him. And a lot of people were kind of already hinting that this is probably the most likely outcome. I think what this has done now is just basically speed up that process times 10 in a very short period. And I think the last thing any one of us expected was an actual statement from the club, Roman himself, saying that he's actually going to be selling the club. I think it's been a good run, I'll be honest. It's always been a conflicting one for me as a Chelsea fan, and I'm Muslim, as you guys know. There are stuff that I think he's always been involved with that I've found it very conflicting to just fully ignore. But as we like football, I put football and those political side of things aside, and I support my club as I need to. And besides that, I think he has done incredibly well for the Premier League. I think people want to paint him in a certain light. Him coming into the Premier League and him buying Chelsea Football Club has led to a lot of the stuff that has occurred in this Premier League, and it's helped in that regard. But what people also want to kind of ignore is some of the good stuff that he has done whilst being at Chelsea. The fact that he's out here saying, I'm going to write off a 1.5 billion debt for Chelsea, the fact that he's saying that whatever amount of sale that he makes is there to set up a foundation and support from the people that are in war situations, in particular to the Ukraine situation. I think those are all good things that he's done. And I think there are other things that I could actually mention with him as a person. But let's be frankly honest. And I think the fact that we have many people that like lining up to try and buy Chelsea, this idea that people want to kind of sell of, Chelsea are now going to fall off a cliff and blah 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 blah. Guys, they are billionaires trying to buy us. I don't think we're going to fall off a cliff. What it will, however, impact is the way in which we run as a club, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because there's been a structural change that has needed to occur for a long ass time that wasn't occurring. That, in my opinion, this change of ownership could potentially help actually make that happen. So personally, as a Chelsea fan, yes, it's a shock. Yes, it's not necessarily in the note that we wanted it to end on. But I'll be frankly honest, I'm looking at it with optimism and looking towards the future, man. So it is what it is. I'm not really that fussed at the moment.
My question that I put out to everyone.
All of that is incredible. All of that is incredible.
Here he fucking goes.
All of that is absolutely incredible. Like, you get me. All the stuff you're saying about Chelsea, like, amazing. You get me. It just makes so much sense. You understand? But Chelsea Football Club, as we know and love it or hate it, is done. It's done. Chelsea Football Club is done out here. Get ready for Colchester.
He's been praying for this. Look at this guy.
That's where we're gonna go.
Shameless
Stockport
shit, as
County.
per usual.
Stockport County away. Dabs, can I speak, Dabs? Do I have your permission?
No,
Let
it's
him
Do I
Dabs,
have your
Dabs.
fucking permission?
Thank you
Or
for
are you
asking,
gonna
mate.
twerk for the team that beat you in the Champions League final last season? Or can I talk?
Oh dear.
Come on, bro.
Oh,
Go ahead.
dear.
Go ahead.
Stop,
Hussam.
stop
As
imagining
I
me,
was saying,
stop
you
imagining me
get me.
twerking,
You
bro.
fucked up
That's
my
weird.
cage as well. Anyway,
Go
as I
ahead,
was
bro.
saying,
Bring out the
you
cigar.
get me. As I was saying, you understand?
Come on, you forgot.
Fucking hell.
Oh, this guy.
This guy, bro. Flipping.
Chelsea Football Club don't understand what's gonna happen to them. So let me explain what's gonna happen to Chelsea Football Club.
Full screen him. If he wants to do this, full screen him, bro.
Football club. You're actually gonna get run like a real football club.
Mo, is that haram, by
So,
the way? I'm not sure.
when
if it
you
is or
need
not.
when you need a player,
Is that
you
haram?
get me? 1 second, Habibi, let me speak. This is not the Mojo show, Habibi. We heard the sub story at the start. Now listen. You get me? I'm here to tell you the harsh reality. You get me? Harsh reality is about to strike, my guy. So let me tell you the harsh reality of the Chelsea situation. Thiago Silva, out of contract. Antonio Rudiger, out of contract. Christensen, Barcelona. Azpilicueta, Barcelona. Now you look into your midfield. Kante, Jorginho, regressing. Kovacic, nothing bad to say on him. Romelu Lukaku, oof, what a cloud around your football club. You get me? Massive, massive, massive cloud around your football club. 7 forwards can't score goals. So when you're talking about Chelsea selling, this is the worst time possible for Chelsea to sell to new owners. The worst time possible, because they're going to start a whole ass new cycle now. A whole ass new cycle is about to start with a new owner. You don't know who those owners are. If you get American owners, you're done out here. You're done. The whole thing of, oh, we need a right back, go spend 70 million. It's done. Khalas, Chelsea, as you know and love it and winning, all of that shit is done, my guy. You're going to go back to fighting for top 4. You get me, be a cup team, win Carabao Cups and shit. That's what's going to happen. Chelsea Football Club, welcome to real football.
Literally last
Welcome to real football. Welcome to no football manager, spend whatever money you want, buy whatever the fuck you want. That's no longer football anymore for you. This whole 21 trophies in 21 years, that's over. That's over. The moment Roman Abramovich steps foot out of Chelsea Football Club, it's over for Chelsea. It's over. They will go back to being an actual football club. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to enjoy my cigar now. Thank you.
Okay. Basically, Hussam.
So it's a cigar. Okay, fair enough.
That,
It's
that
not haram
puts
then.
me. That puts me on to the next point. My next point is not about Roman specifically, but it's about Chelsea and them losing their owner. It's a good thing for the rest of the Premier League. Am I wrong, guys? Or is this a bad thing?
I mean, we got Newcastle going on, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you got
Bro.
still got Newcastle, Man City. So
Oh,
yeah,
there we
just
go.
leave
Had
it
to
there.
throw that in there. Hi, Alan. Hope
But
you're well.
bro,
it's true. Though.
okay, Egal. So how is it a bad thing? I'm just trying to understand.
No. Obviously, it's just a question. Some people are saying it's a bad thing because then other owners can then be taken out also.
So
And this
it's to do with the situation that's going on with obviously what's going on in Ukraine and all that. But for me, and I understand what people are saying about losing the Roman Abramovich because they've had nothing but success. But if somebody's going to drop $3 billion on a football team, you're going to put money into that. You're not going to. It's like buying a Lamborghini and then just giving it to a 6-year-old child to drive. You don't do that type of stuff. You're going to spend $3 billion on the club.
United do. They did it with Ollie.
Apart from United, but you spend the money. You're going to put into that club. It's not like you're going to buy that club for $3 billion and just let all that happen. What Hussam said, and not reinvest in that club. So if they're going to buy for that amount, and also the structure that goes on at the club, it's not all going to change overnight. So the new owner comes in, it's probably going to change to what they want over time. It's not going to happen within the first couple of weeks. So
they're going to become a regular football club.
Do you know what?
I think when the new owner comes in and buys them, you'll see a year down the line the direction Chelsea are going.
You know what?
It wouldn't be instant.
I think it's interesting because, right, so on a positive, Roman, he definitely had passion about Chelsea, so he definitely, that's why he kept it. They didn't have a good season. He made changes, spent money, because he was passionate about the club. So they lose that passion. However, I did a poll the other day, because I am intrigued. From what I've seen of Chelsea, Chelsea, they win trophies. I get it. But the way they win trophies, whether Chelsea fans will admit it or not, their football is pretty boring. It's very, very, very rewarding, but it's boring, right? So maybe they could get an owner in that comes in and actually makes them play good football. And it's which would they like as fans? Do they want better football, maybe a few less trophies, or do they want it to carry on the way it is? And yeah, they'll keep winning fucking trophies, but they'll be bored as shit.
You know what? I don't look at it as the football thing. I look at it more of connection to the fans, connection to the having more youth involved, having an owner who still continues to invest in the club. They want an owner. Let me not speak for Chelsea fans. Let me ask Mo. Mo, do you want an owner who uses the academy more, who doesn't chop and change managers as much?
Use the academy all right, you know.
I think what people forget with Roman is like he's come in and like just like any owner that comes into a club that he wants to raise the stature and raise the aspiration of the club and invest really well in, you start to demand really big things from them. I don't understand how and people's assumptions are like over the course that Roman has had us, other than firing managers, that he's actually demanded certain aspects. He's wanted to play good football, but he couldn't actually elude the type of managers that he wanted because of how ruthless he was with the job. The fact of the matter is people forget about the academy, but the academy is something he's clearly invested in, but it was something that was going to start becoming more beneficial to us in terms of the first team as the managers are actually given more time to stay at the club. But if that isn't happening, a manager comes in, his first instinct isn't to go look at the academy and say, I'm going to get some academy players to play for the first team. That's why with Lampard, that was a big change for us. So the thing is, what I'm looking at when any new owner that comes in is understand how Chelsea have done what they've done in the past and how can we actually evolve as a club. Because in my opinion, we have wanted change for a long time. First thing is first, we want to be competing on a consistent basis. We don't want to be competing 1 year and then fly off a cliff the next year. That's not really a sustainable thing. That is not good for developing of young players. That is not good in any aspect for managers that you want to allude to this job. That's not good in terms of actual competitiveness you want from this team. So any owner that comes, I want them to be realistic with what they're asking of a manager and then actually put structures in place that go in the same align, like they all align together. Right now at Chelsea Football Club, we just didn't align. We wanted things, but the problem is as soon as we didn't get it, it's go to the next big thing. A lot of people are talking about Chelsea can't sign big players. Guys, some of our best players have been not big house signings. They've been Eden Hazard, 32 million, N'Golo Kante, 32 million. And I can go on and give you players that we've signed, and it's not been that high of an amount. The fact of the matter is marquee signings is something I'm actually personally against because it's a quick fix thing sometimes. And it's not really supposed to be a quick fix.
As with Lukaku, it's not always a quick fix.
Yeah. As for
sorry, I wasn't. Sorry, bro. I wasn't. You know what? That was bad. I wasn't meaning to send. I wasn't meaning to do that. I wasn't meaning.
No. It's cool.
I really wasn't.
You can say it about Lukaku, but let's be frankly honest. Lukaku just happens to be a long list of players that, unfortunately, in that forward position, we've spent a lot of money on, and they haven't fixed the situation in terms of what was anticipated. And that's because other things didn't align well together. So at the end of the day, for me, I want my club to just align together and actually focus on being a sustainable and competitive club that can do it on all levels and all fronts every season. And to get to that, I'm cool to be doing that with a patience in mind, because at the end of the day, bro, I'm not out here saying to people like, if we don't win shit, fire their manager or sell this player, because I understand some things take flipping time. Man City and Liverpool know very well about taking your time with things. Arsenal know very well about taking your time
didn't
with
ask for Tuchel out 2 weeks ago?
Go ahead, did I? Go ahead, try and tell your lies.
Out.
Why would I ask it?
I need to see that receipt before I believe you, Sam.
I'm asking you, did you ask for Tuchel out?
Why would I ask for that?
I'm asking you a question.
No, but what kind of stupid question is this? Did you hear me ask him to be sacked or
No,
anything?
I'm asking you because Chelsea fans, some of them wanted them out.
Yeah, to speak to those guys, bro. Ask them. Why are you asking me?
Okay, so it's a no from you. Okay, I hear it.
100% it's a no from me, bro.
I'm just going to move this back on. Honestly, I don't think there's too much that Mo hasn't covered with the whole Chelsea thing. Are Chelsea finished? I don't think Chelsea are finished, guys. But is it that they're going to be running business as usual? No, they're not going to be running business as usual. They're not going to be as competitive as they have been, in my opinion, because they won't have the ambitious owner to push them over.
What competitiveness are you talking about?
No. When I say competitiveness, I mean you've been competing with the best of the best in world football for the last 20 years getting one of the most trophies in the English game and probably one of the most trophies in Europe. You have 2 Champions Leagues. You have how many league titles? You have how many domestic trophies? I don't think you can sustain that level of success with the new owner. I think a lot of it has come down to his ambitions and him being the sole driving force at Chelsea. And if he leaves, let's be honest, it will not be the same level of success.
Yes. So Chelsea are finished.
yes.
That's my point.
No, they might not be finished, but they're not going to be the same juggernaut.
Chelsea are not finished as in finished. Finished compared to Chelsea level.
There you go. So they're going to come back down to the situation where how everything runs in cycles. Chelsea's cycle has been stupendous for them, but I just think it's not going to be at the same success that they've had over the past 20 years. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And is that fair, Mo? As a Chelsea fan, even yourself, you have to admit that is a fair point.
I mean, if you knew my standard, you'd know why I don't agree with you. But fair enough.
Okay, so you disagree. What do you disagree with what I said? I'm confused.
I think we should have won more than the 21 trophies that people keep talking about. And if we had done things correctly, we could have done that. But because we were as ruthless as we were, we didn't. Simple as.
You spoiled brat. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Yeah, call me spoiled if you want.
What are you saying, Ahmed, about Chelsea's situation?
Bro, I'm kind of mixed with it. Like, I don't think they're going to struggle. You see, like you said, I do think it's going to take them a long time to get back to how Abramovich was, because Abramovich, if you guys, bro, he's a ruthless guy, innit? So, and he's got high ambitions. So it all depends on who the new guy that's going to come in, because I don't really know much about the new Turkish owners, but it's going to be hard to replicate what Abramovich done. What's that, 21?
It has been confirmed. It's the Turkish owners.
I think it's they're negotiating. Maybe I'm not sure. I heard it on Sky.
There's so many different people interested.
exactly.
For that.
There's so
Yeah.
many people.
There was the Swiss one as well 2 days ago.
Yo, have you guys seen Chelsea fans are already against him because he said something like he just wants to take Chelsea away from Roman?
Listen, just take the Glazers, man. I promise you, they're
Nah,
good.
Americans in buy. Listen, he
No.
ain't selling to Americans. He ain't selling to
No,
Americans.
take Joe Lewis and Daniel Levy in that, please.
Hey, listen,
There's
if
too
they-
much,
No.
I'm telling you right here, right now, there's too much politics involved.
If they land, they're
real
trying to-
talk, real talk.
they-
Way too
they-
much.
For an American to
Yeah.
buy Chelsea, but
You're
the
bang on.
Swiss guy,
He
the
might
Swiss
team up
guy
with
is
them.
yeah. So basically, even if an American bought it, it won't really be an American buying it. If you get me, it'll be like
so
through
Yeah, yeah,
someone.
let's
Yeah.
let's do the first round of predictions. Then we're going to go on to the next topic. So since we're talking about Chelsea face Burnley. I think Chelsea are going to beat Burnley easily. I think it's going to actually, I'm lying. It's not going to be easy game. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a close game, but Chelsea are, it's going to be a close game, but Chelsea are going to, the scoreline is going to look good for them. They're going to end up winning. They're going to end up winning 2-1 in my opinion. What do you guys say?
I think
I'm
they're
saying
drawing.
smash the like right now. If you're watching this and haven't smashed the like,
I
smash
think
the
they're
like
going to
right
draw
now.
this game.
One second. I want to go to Dabs. Dabs, what are you saying? Burnley, Chelsea.
Sorry, I'm trying to find what I predicted. Smash the like while I'm finding what I predicted.
You
Daps,
went 3-1.
let me tell you guys about Daps.
Oh, here we
5
go.
weeks
Go on.
into this whole thing, he still doesn't understand the concept of the predictions.
I'm
So
here for vibes.
You get your
It's got vibes
predictions
from the
ready.
six. I
You
have done them, you
explain your predictions, and we
Where the
go
fuck
on
they
through
gone?
the show.
know. I
But
sent them and now I've
Daps,
lost
you
them.
get me?
I
Big
reckon
up
Welcome to the
Daps
Daps show.
Fuck off. It's a
So I'm
Daps-
just going to jump in while he's still finding them. Say I agree. I reckon it's going to be 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Ahmed, what do you
There's
say?
no way all of us predicted the same result. What
Nah,
is
bro,
this,
listen,
man?
they're drawing this game, bro. They're drawing it. They ain't gonna get a dub against Burnley. I think they're gonna
Oh.
draw. I think it's gonna be 1-1. Because listen, Chelsea don't score that many goals anyway. So, and Burnley's Burnley in it. So that's my prediction. 1-1.
Just to let you know, everyone did predict the same score except for.
Well, that's what I predicted
that-
then. Oh, except for me, shit. All right.
Dabs went 3-1. You
No, I went-
3-1.
There we go. I went 3-1. That's what I'm saying. I've sent them to you. You could say.
Why'd you go 3-1 though?
What game are we talking about again? Burnley, Chelsea. I went 3-1 because I think Burnley on a great run. They are on a really good run. They've impressed me a bit, but Chelsea, I feel need to show something. They're not United. Like United are, when they look really bad, they then don't bounce back. They continue to look bad. Chelsea they'll come back. 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still on the Burnley to get relegated train. I mean, we've helped.
fuck yeah, all
We've
day
helped
long.
them in their bid to stay up. We've helped Liverpool in their bid for the title. Maybe Spurs need to look after themselves a bit more this season rather than helping everyone else out. But yeah, I'm still on the Burnley hype train of getting relegated. I really am. So this is why I've got them to lose. I want them to get relegated so much.
Okay, Mojo, what are you saying? Just before we
Bro,
go.
you lot know. Like, let me put my Chelsea love fest aside for a second. I hate Burnley Football Club, guys. I say this every week on this channel. channel, and I'm going to continue saying this until they get relegated out of this league, man. So anytime anyone faces them and gives them points, man, I wish nothing but bad luck on you lot. So Chelsea Football Club, for the love of fucking God, please, guys, just go there and fucking get the 3 points. How you do it, I don't care. I've predicted 2-1. That's all I care about. Win the damn game. I don't care how you do it, bro.
Okay.
Why have we all made the same prediction, man?
And just to end the Chelsea talk for the rest of the video, Chelsea versus Norwich. What are we saying, Hussam?
First of all, I agree with Mojo completely. I think I got to him earlier. I wanted to rattle him, but I wish I could see his face, man. But the camera doesn't work. Anyway, Chelsea. Mojo knows it's all love, man. Chelsea, Burnley. I think Burnley are going to win 2-1 as well. I think, like, honestly, the moment Burnley get relegated, the parties. If you think I'm going to smoke a cigar on Igal's channel, bro, I'll bring shisha next time.
You know what? Hassam's the best at doing these, like, talking. Someone in the comments just asked, what's the beef with Burnley? So put Hassam big screen and let Hassam break down the beef with Burnley.
Yeah. Hate that damn club.
I just want to say, big up everyone in the comment section. Welcome to the Daps show, where he thinks he can like direct everything. You get me? So big up everyone. Smash the like button. Bro. Subscribe. You already know my barber had a death in the family. Don't do this. Anyway, so smash the like button right now and subscribe to the channel if you're right to do so. Why do I want Burnley relegated? Brilliant question. Let me explain to you. Because I am a consumer of the Premier League, and I don't deserve torture. I don't deserve 1955 football, hoof it from 90 yards. Every free kick to Burnley, it could be right next to Nick Pope, and they would literally hoof it up front. I don't enjoy that brand of football. It's my right. I'm a consumer. I choose what I like and what I don't like. The moment Burnley Football Club get relegated, I will party. I will celebrate. I will do a giveaway on my channel. The moment that fraudulent ginger Triple H leaves our league as manager, I will celebrate. I will party. So that's why I hate Burnley 101. Anyway, back on Chelsea. Chelsea Norwich as well. Let me just look at my prediction. 3-0. I think Chelsea gonna absolutely smash Norwich. Norwich are down already. There's literally no point of the existence of Norwich. There's just no point. We already know what they're gonna do. Up, down, parachute payment, up. Parachute payment, down. Parachute payment. That's literally all they're here for. So 3-0 to Chelsea, man. Even though I'm actually thinking, do Chelsea have the capacity to score 3 goals? But then you know what? I'm going to give it to Chelsea, man. 3-0.
Okay, just to let you know, Alan also went 3-0.
I did.
2-1. I went 2-1 Chelsea.
Copycat.
2-0. AK went 2-0. Mojo.
That's right, you hard, Hassam.
Yeah, bro. 2-0, and it's Norwich. We got to beat them. And it is what it is. Let's move on to the next game, guys. I can't lie to you lot. Just need to win the games, bro. I don't care.
There you go. Very simple.
Mojo, you think Norwich going down?
Say again?
Move those talking points now.
Norwich going down?
Norwich. Oh, yeah, they're gone, bro.
Norwich are way down, you know.
They're gone, man. They're gone, man.
Does anyone on this whole panel think Norwich are staying up? Anyone?
They're done.
No.
Okay, so we are in collective agreement.
Okay. Moving on to the next game. Leeds have hired a new manager. Guys, new manager bounce versus Leicester, or do you think Leicester are going to do it?
Leeds are going down. Leeds will get relegated.
What?
Alan, are you sure?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, you're evil.
Wait,
I think Leeds are going to do well this game.
Hold on.
New manager bounce.
Who did they bring in as manager?
Jesse March.
Exactly. They're getting relegated.
No. Let me tell you guys something right now. Let me tell you something right now. No. We're not going to do that. Hussam, let me speak. Jesse March, him being somewhat successful at Leeds depends on the chances that North American coaches or American coaches will get going forward in the Premier League. Because there's already been Rob Bradley, who's been unsuccessful. And if he comes in, Jesse March comes in, now the stigma of American coaches in the Premier League is going to be bad. So he needs to have some level of success. I've heard him speak. I've seen what he's been able to say and how he carries himself. He speaks a lot of good game, and he sounds like a coach who's going to come in with very good ambitions to try to get them to play the same way they've been playing under Bielsa, but with little tweaks here and there. And I think he can do it.
Hey, Gal.
You guys can ask Alan a question?
I was asked why. I was basically they went down. I wasn't asked why. It's not because Jesse Martin and stuff like that. They're going to be trying to play the same way with a few little tweaks. They've been well open. They haven't got the team to get in spanked everywhere they go and all that. Even worse than Spurs sometimes. So for me, you need a manager in a situation they are. You need a manager that comes in Premier League proven, knows how to turn the team around, knows how to get results with your backs against the walls and all that. And he doesn't have that. For me, it was a wrong decision. They should have got a manager in, a temporary manager, to get him over the line. Maybe a Sam Allardyce, maybe not even him, but somebody who's done it before.
Sam Allardyce.
Well, no,
it's 2022, Alan.
No, somebody who could.
Last time he started, but I get
but basically somebody to get him to stay up, and then you get a new manager in the summer. That's what I think they needed. I don't think.
Are you talking about Leeds United or Leeds Soccer Club?
You know what?
One?
You know what?
Leeds United.
Let me just say. You know what? Disappointment.
They need to limit their turnovers, man.
What disappointment shown me a bit is made me question if they just got lucky, if they just got lucky with Bielsa, right? Because I get this manager is a project manager. You don't get a project manager when you've got 10 games to go and you're in a relegation battle. You don't do that. Like, he's openly come out and said himself, he doesn't watch results. He watches performances. Bro, it's a dogfight. 10 games. You need fucking results, not performances. So they should have got someone in. And the fact that they've gone with this approach makes me think they got lucky with Bielsa as well. They did. That was never planned. They just got lucky.
Anybody think they're going to do well against Leicester? I think they're going to get a draw. I think it's going to.
I think they're going to win.
3-1 Leicester.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have 2-1 to Leeds in my prediction. I think Leeds in the next 2 games will maintain safety, because my thing is Everton, Burnley, and Norwich are going down. So Leeds are staying up for me. I think they beat Leicester by 2 goals to win. I think 2-1. Sorry. I think Leeds this game will limit their turnovers. You get me? They will try to play some good soccer. That's what's gonna happen. 2-1 to Leeds.
Okay, and just to
the Leeds fans will be chanting defense.
Defense.
Okay, and just to move it on, what do you guys think about Leeds versus Aston Villa, the second game of this week on Thursday? What are you saying, Mojo?
This is where I take my everything.
Villa 2-0.
I can't lie, man. Villa's winning that one. It's weird, man, because I want to back Leeds, but I just feel like Leeds is just one of those weird teams, man. You just never know. Huh?
No, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Tim's a good guy as well.
Sorry, Tim. Tim.
Yeah. I don't know why we do you like this every week, Tim, man. But yeah, man, your team is in the gutter at the moment, man. Honestly speaking, bro, the injuries have not helped Leeds, and Bielsa obviously leaving. I thought that, like Alan said, I thought they would go get somebody that would actually make sure that they can survive in the league. But right now, I think they've kind of pretty much pulled themselves into a relegation battle for sure. And unless they cause some sort of upset against Aston Villa, I don't see how that's happening. But a new manager bounce can sometimes be a good thing. So maybe that might help them. I've said 1-1 for this game, but it wouldn't shock me if Villa end up winning it, to be fair.
Just so you know, I've given Leeds 4 points over the next 2 games. And AK gave Leeds 2 losses. Mojo, you've given Leeds 1 point out of the 2 games. Alan, you gave them 0 points out of the 2 games. Hussam gave them 3 points out of the 2 games. Dabs, you gave them 0.
Dabs, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Sorry.
Dabs.
You gave them 3 points. You gave them 1 point out of those games, and I gave them 4 points. So out of everyone here, I'm the only person backing Leeds to get 2 points, to get 2 results out of these games. Pretty interesting. Just before we go to Hussam and his Aston Villa love, go ahead, Ahmed. What do you think about the Leeds against Aston Villa?
Dab for us, Ahmed. Your player is Pogba. Dab, bro.
Nah, bro, man's not dabbing, Nah, I ain't dabbing. It's not 2016. Nah, man. Man's not about that.
Pick up the dabbing Yusuf Mulumbu.
According to a gal, we're doing nothing but dabbing in here.
It's dabs.
Dabs.
It's dabs, right?
Hey.
On a really. I actually hope Leeds get relegated. That's my hope. I want them to get relegated. You're a Manchester
United fan, of
course.
I
can tell by your accent, bro. Of course you do.
Yeah, I want them to get relegated. I think Aston Villa are going to slap Leeds up. I think they're going to beat them convincingly. But I don't want to hype up Aston Villa too much because, listen, Hussam loves Gerrard too much in it. So I'm not going to hype them up too much. So I'm just going to say...
Let me expose Ahmed. After Paul Scholes came in on the media and he backed Oli, and the video of him sucking toes surfaced. Ahmed came back on my channel and he was like, Hussam, I apologize. Gerard's better than Scholes. And let me tell you why Gerard is going to beat Leeds as well.
And Southampton?
Yes.
Nah, he won't beat Southampton.
Listen to me. Let me explain. Let me explain something to you about the aura man himself.
Oh, for
He
fuck's sake!
He's the aura man himself. Like, can I just be wax cyrillical about my guy? So they're gonna beat both Southampton and Leeds by the same result, 2-1. I think with Steven Gerrard, I'll be real with you. Every time he walks, it's like 50 Cent is playing in the background. You get me? What's that song with 50 Cent in the game? I forgot its name.
That's how we do it.
This is how we do. So that every time he walks, he just has that like commanding like aura. You get me? They just went away to Brighton and slapped up Brighton, dunked on Graham Potter, literally. So what's gonna happen is Ralph Hasenhuttl, they rate him highly. They're gonna dunk on Ralph Hasenhuttl. They rank the other guy. Get me? A big up to Leeds Soccer Club. Jesse Marsh, he's gonna dunk on Jesse Marsh. I think Aston Villa, look, all jokes aside, I think Aston Villa will have a very good end to the season. I think they will end the season very strongly. I think they could easily finish in the top 10, possibly it's 8th, 9th. I won't go any higher than that. I think 8th or 9th. They're currently, I think, 11th or 12th. So I think they're going to finish the season really well. And these 6 points will do them the world of good. You get me? Stevie G. This summer.
Do you know how shameless you
transfer
are?
window, top 4 charge.
They don't even
How
have a
shameless
good.
you are.
I need to go to Mojo. Mojo. Southampton have bought in Liverpool.
You guys said fuck Alan. Okay.
1 second, Alan. I'm sorry. I need to share this thought with Mojo. Mojo. Southampton have got Livermento and Broja, and now Broja. Guys, understand. Dortmund are looking at Broja as a possible Haaland replacement. Arsenal are looking at him as a possible Lacazette or Aubameyang replacement. You got friggin' all these clubs lining up for Broja. And Southampton already have with Livermento, and he's being linked to all these other clubs also. Why can't Chelsea use these players? And would you even sell Broja to Arsenal?
And the answer will be no, because Arsenal like to pay in installments, and we don't do that over here. Second thing here is that you have to understand, sometimes Chelsea were put in a difficult scenario. You can't guarantee some of these players the game time that they are seeking. And because they're not going to be guaranteed these games, these players can see that teams like Southampton, teams like Brighton, these lower sides in the Premier League, they're starting to understand that there is advantage to actually approaching some of these bigger clubs, academy players, and actually being able to strengthen their team this way without spending extravagant amounts. And I think it's a smart idea on any one of these teams and sort of way of trying to kind of survive in the Premier League, but also not spend some crazy ass money to try and still remain in the Premier League. The fact that Arsenal are interested, the fact that Dortmund are interested, am I surprised? No, because I saw him in preseason and I thought, damn, this kid has got something about him. I really like it, because before he went over to Vitesse, he wasn't built the way he's built right now. He wasn't the type of play that you're looking at right now. And he had the energy. He had a lot of the stuff that you see in our academy players typically. But I wasn't too sure about how well he would develop in terms of actual physicality for the league. And he went away to Vitesse, has come back into that preseason. And I was like, flipping hell, we've basically got a young Diego Costa here if we can actually develop him correctly. When this Southampton loan came about, a lot of Chelsea fans, including myself, pretty much all aligned and said this loan move would actually be very beneficial. Why? Because they play good football. They press from the front. The fundamentals of what he does at Southampton actually suit what Chelsea needs in a striker. So for me, I'm very happy to see that he's doing really well. Am I shocked? No. I want to actually make sure that we keep him. But if somebody's going to put money down, hey, minimum 80 mil, or don't even try and knock the door, bro. That's what I'm going to say to you lot.
Not beneficial for you, because you're stuck with Lukaku, so it's not really beneficial for you, is it?
There you go.
I mean, you can throw all the shots you like. You can throw all the shots that you like.
I'll throw shots wherever I can.
Mojo, I won't throw shots. I won't throw shots. I want to actually ask you a question. Broja is a loan, no?
Yeah, he is, bro.
Livramento is sell or loan?
He was sold, but with a buyback clause.
And what's the buyback clause?
I believe it's 35 or 40 mil, and it's not activated until 2023.
Okay, and
they have first refusal also.
Guehi was a sell, no?
Yeah, same thing as well.
The question that I wanted to ask you with Broja is, don't you think this season, had you kept Broja, of course not bought the Lukaku money, even kept Livramento, also with Guehi, because Guehi's been actually doing really good for Palace. He's actually been
Yeah.
doing really good. I think with these three options, I think if the question is basically as follows: if you had kept all three of them this summer and did not spend 100 million on Lukaku, but spent it on, like, for example, like, because you need like midfield, wing, etc. If you bought like maybe a 50 million player and a 50 million player, like in midfield and in the forward line, do you think you'd be in a much better state now?
Not necessarily, because I think, and I've said this to you guys before, like I think as a club, our culture is not like, it lacks patience, and unfortunately, I think this affects young players very much so. And until you have a stable sort of environment where young players can be nurtured and can be coached correctly, I feel like we would do a disservice to a lot of these players. But it's something I want Chelsea to work on. It's something that I think whoever the next owner is, you've got to put these structures in place so that we can take advantage of our academy players. The fact that these academy players have been leaving is not something that's new at Chelsea. It's been happening for a while. It's just that now, because Chelsea did well in that Lampard's first season with Chelsea, and those academy players were actually like allowed an opportunity, that's why it's become this type of a conversation now where everyone is paying attention to everything that's happening at Chelsea like never before. But I'm like, guys, there are so many other names that nobody cared about that I thought actually deserved at least an opportunity, but they were never given it. So for me, I'm looking at it. Look, the Lukaku situation in hindsight, clearly it's not worked out. I think that interview has fucked him over really badly, because I'm not even seeing the same type of play in terms of demeanor, in terms of effort, in terms of every aspect of it. And you can see the pressure has gotten to him. And that's his own doing, unfortunately, because I do think if anyone watched him at the beginning of the season, from the moment that he stepped foot as a Chelsea player, bro, the fans were supporting him like he's one of our academy players. So unfortunately, he shot himself in the foot, and he has to now dig himself out of this sort of hole that he's dug himself into. But in terms of the other players, that's why I want someone like Thomas Tuchel to stay about, bro. I know he can develop players, and I know that if we play the patient game, we're going to reap rewards for it, and it's going to be much more consistent from our side of things. I'm tired of this whole thing of, swap and change managers, because it really does not benefit us taking advantage of academy players. That's why I've always been
know why
vocal
Mojo's spitting? Because when I watch Broja at Southampton, he's allowed to miss chances. He's allowed to make mistakes, and he's still gonna start. And I'll be honest with Mojo, having watched Broja closely, I think he actually needs another loan. Like one more year outside Chelsea.
I mean,
maybe again for Southampton, another year, because I think he's allowed, like, he's gonna get the confidence by scoring goals and etc. If he was at Chelsea and, like, for example, he missed some of the chances he missed, maybe went 3-4 games without a goal, etc., the pressure would be so much more than him being at Southampton.
Guys, my favorite thing to do whenever we're doing these predictions is to go through the games and then after get the predictions. So Alan, go ahead.
Wait, do you know what? Can I just say one thing?
For what game?
Hold on,
what,
can I just say?
Southampton, Newcastle.
Igal. Yeah. The difference between you on this show and you when you phone into Football Terrace is epic. You're so controlled, and then you go on Football Terrace and turn into Sam.
It's different hosting. Also, what do you mean turn into Sam? Relax.
I thought you were going to miss that one.
No. Guys. There's a reason why I went to Alan. I want to hear Alan. Go ahead. What's your prediction?
So Southampton, Newcastle. I've gone for a nice little Desmond 2-2. I think there's going to be goals both sides, and also in the game against Villa for Southampton, another little Desmond 2-2. I reckon they'll goals galore.
Man went with two Desmond. Why do you think I got
man, get him out of here, man! For fuck's sake.
Who invited you, Mo?
Anyways,
all you've been doing is crying about Chelsea.
Just to let you guys know, I went with a 1-1 draw. Hussein went with a 1-1 draw for Newcastle, Southampton. Daps went with a 2-1 Southampton. Mojo also went 2-1 on Southampton. And AK is the only person who backed Newcastle. So let's get into Newcastle. If you guys don't know, Kieran Trippier is injured. There's issues with St. Maximin, and they have 2 games this week. They're going to be facing Brighton and Southampton.
Don't do that, Alan. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. I don't want to. I don't want to have this.
St. Maximin, and he's smiling.
Bro, they don't even need to say Maximin as much anymore because everybody in the team is contributing, and it's really good at Newcastle right now. It's looking good. You got Fraser contributing. Trippier was contributing before he got injured. Joe Willock is popping up with goals. They're getting goals from everywhere. Can they get points against Brighton and Southampton?
Yes, a point apiece. Desmond and then 1-1.
Okay, what about
The problem
you?
is with both games, they just stink of draws. They smell of a draw. Like I honestly, like I can just picture it right now. You can already tell one team is gonna have 45 minutes, be winning 1-0. The second team is gonna have the other 45 minutes, win 1-0, 1-1, 2-2. Everyone goes home. Newcastle doesn't get relegated. Nothing happens to Southampton. They're a boring football club anyway. And Brighton, we keep doing this XG thing. So that's it. 1-1,
Okay,
2-2.
And just because we have a lot of games, I'm gonna move past these quickly and just call upon one person each to discuss these games. So the next game that we're gonna discuss is Watford Wolves. Wolves
Don't you dare.
Wolves away at Watford. Anybody want to discuss that
No
game?
one fucking wants this one. Let's be honest.
Now Wolves will win, bro.
1-0 Wolves.
Ahmed wants it.
Nah.
1-0 Wolves. 1-0 Wolves.
2-0
Okay.
Wolves.
Ahmed,
Norwich-
tell us about. Hold on, Ahmed. Tell us what Watford bring to the table because you should probably know that. To be fair.
Nah.
Yo,
That was there was violation. Personally, I wouldn't
Okay.
have it.
moving on to the next one. Norwich.
Igal, can I change one of my score lines?
Yeah.
Nope.
Can you
can't
change
do
your
it.
hairline?
I think Daps. Let me explain something to you.
See if you
On
can
this
say,
on the show specifically, no one can chat about hairlines except Alan because his is acceptable.
Yeah,
all
he's
of
actually
you
super.
guys,
It's quite nice.
your hairline looks like the McDonald's sign. Don't even try. Anyway, as I was saying,
Fair one.
as I was saying,
You're hiding yours away though. You're hiding.
Can I
yours
just
away.
change the prediction?
Yeah, go
Which
on.
one?
Fucking hell. So Watford Wolves, I think Watford will actually win this. I fully believe. I actually do think so. I think
What's the score?
Watford are going to win this 1-0.
Okay,
If
so
you
You do
Wolves.
realise they're not playing Man
One
United.
second.
You do realise
Just for the
that.
record, he changed the 2-0 Wolves win to now a 1-0 Watford win. I'm just
Yes.
saying
Let him. That's
Hassan,
fine.
you do realise they're not playing Man
Confirmed.
United.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Stamp.
Okay, just making sure.
confirmed and saved. Okay, next game. Does anybody want to discuss Norwich Brentford?
Dear Lord, hell no.
2-1
my life.
Norwich. 2-1 Norwich. Let's move.
Husam's laugh said it all. No one cares.
2-1
Okay, Wolves versus Crystal Palace.
1-0.
That'll be a
Wolves
good
versus
game.
Crystal Palace.
think
And
of a
I said
draw.
Palace.
Draw.
Palace.
Draw?
2-1 Palace.
Okay, now getting on to some of the main events. We have
Mojo, if I paid you money, you wouldn't watch that game. I'm telling
the
you. Right
first,
now.
the
Of course
first main
I
event-
wouldn't.
The first main event we're going to discuss is Liverpool West Ham. Liverpool West Ham. Husam, take it away. Floor is yours.
I got 5 on it. Wish
Oh,
we
shit,
can
no
play
way.
you
What?
every
No.
week. I got
No way.
5 on it. We're gonna give West Ham 5. Let me tell you something about Liverpool FC. Let me tell you something about Liverpool FC. Yeah, whenever you beat us in the first game of the season and you come back to Anfield, we take it back in blood. West Ham will regret winning 3-2 at the London Stadium. They will regret it. This Saturday, it's gonna be a slaughterhouse. We are gonna murder West Ham's top 4 hopes. It's gonna be Liverpool 5, West Ham 0. Mo Salah hat-trick. Let me address the people. I don't play fantasy. Let me tell you right now. Everyone triple captain Mo Salah.
Bruv,
right
you're
now.
playing fantasy because you're
I don't
predicting
play.
United to.
I don't-
Bruv,
I
you
don't
play
play
fantasy.
fantasy.
You're
Listen.
predicting United to beat City. That's fantasy.
Okay, do you want to spoil it for the people? Because they don't know my prediction. So you just spoiled the whole segment.
No,
We all
continue,
know
You
you're
just
continue.
spoiled the whole
You
segment.
said I got 5
So
on
let
it.
me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
Let
We're
Dabs go
talking
after
about
you.
Nana Egal. Don't try anything. We're talking about Liverpool West Ham, and Mr. Spoil the whole segment over here, Daps, wants to talk about Man United, Man City, and now the whole United segment is ruined now because I'm the only one who predicted
We
the
all
thing.
knew it anyway.
Daps,
Bro.
respectfully, let Egal run his own show, bro. This is not the Daps show. As I was saying,
How fucking dare
Liverpool-
you talk, bruv? How dare you talk about fucking respect, bruv?
Nah.
Liverpool are gonna beat-
Allow my guy. Yo, Dabs.
Yeah, allow Dabs, man.
Talk
Allow
to me.
Dabs.
What are you saying? West Ham versus Liverpool. What are you
Can
saying?
I finish
I know.
first?
Oh, okay. I
Can I
thought you were
finish?
finished because you were addressing.
No, I was
everything.
not finished. I was rudely interrupted. Okay, so
Okay, go ahead.
if you play fantasy, honestly saying right now, triple captain Mo this weekend, triple captain him. You're gonna get all the points. I think as well, Igal. Don't forget, West Ham just played in the FA Cup and played their same exact starting 11 as well. So they're gonna do starting 11 3 games in a row. While Trent and Robertson were sat at home probably eating grapes and cheese, you know, with their feet kicked up, just playing PS4 or something, PS5 or whatever the hell, you know. So I think Liverpool are going to win this game by 5-0. I genuinely believe it's going to be a slaughter at Anfield.
Okay.
Now I'm done. See?
Okay.
20 seconds. 20
Safe.
seconds.
Just want to let you guys know the poll is now done. 68% think Roman Abramovich leaving Chelsea is a good thing for the rest of the Premier League, and the rest and 31% think it's not. So there you go. Now moving on from the Liverpool game. Just before everyone, I want to get everyone's take on it. Ahmed, what do you think about Liverpool West Ham?
Listen, I'd love Liverpool to lose in it, but like Sam said, bro, I need Liverpool to lose in it. But against West Ham, even though they've played another game, I think West Ham's going to be a hard team. I don't think Liverpool are going to literally smash them up. I think West Ham's going to be tough, but I do think Liverpool are going to edge it. So I think it's going to be a close game because West Ham, they've got good players. They've got Bowen, Rice, Antonio, so they've got decent players that can attack, you know, Liverpool's defense. But my prediction, I'm going to go with 3-2 Liverpool.
I'm so confused. I'm so
big
confused.
up my guy Sharky in the comment section as well. Our resident West Ham fan. Big up Sharky.
Ahmed, I promise you, I'm not coming for you tonight. But you just confused me. You said you need Liverpool playing West Ham, right?
Yeah.
And you said you need Liverpool to lose.
Yeah, I want Liverpool to lose.
No, you said you need Liverpool to lose.
You're in the top 4 race, Ahmed.
Listen. If you had to,
do you want top 4, bro?
Let me say. Listen, if you told me would I rather Liverpool or City, I'd rather City.
I get that. I know that, and I respect that. But don't you want top 4?
Bro, listen, we're not getting top 4, bro. Forget about top 4.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, yeah.
West Ham
winning.
Dabs, talk to me. What are you saying? Liverpool, West Ham.
Liverpool, West Ham. I think, did I put Liverpool 4-1?
Something like that, yeah.
Everyone's got massive
Because Liverpool's from. Well, you went 5-0, bruv.
You went 4-1, yeah.
Yes, so how you went 5-0? How me going 4-1 is anything but normal? Because
I said you. How do you not know your own predictions? That's why I said.
Because I did them literally in a rush.
You wing it.
Yeah, I wing it. Absolutely.
True vibes from the 6.
Vibes from the 6. Yeah, but Liverpool's front 4 or 5 or whatever it is, they're firing at the moment.
Give us one, Alan.
Between the teeth. Yeah.
Well said, Dabs. Well said, Dabs.
You guys
well done,
You know what? It's so fucking mad that any of you lot say something. Even Hassam doesn't. Hassam rattles me. Alan could say morning, and I'll be like, I don't know what it is. That is what Tottenham have fucking done to me, bro.
Okay, so I guess we don't really want to talk about the Liverpool West Ham game.
2-0 Liverpool.
Mojo, what's your prediction again for Liverpool West Ham?
3-2 Liverpool, man. They'll get their revenge, but hey.
Okay, so let's talk about Spurs. FA Cup week. Spurs got knocked out by Middlesbrough.
Oh, let me start this.
And it's not a coincidence that they knock out Manchester United and they knock out Spurs. Now they have Chelsea up next. Middlesbrough could be they could be the kryptonite to the Premier League teams this year. You never know. But Alan, what happened to your team? And also, just before we get into this week's
look how red his face
talk
is.
to us about what happened in that FA Cup game.
He's actually embarrassed about his own club. It's not.
Who, me? Of course I'm
yes,
embarrassed.
your face is red right now.
Bro, after the game, they made Conte start talking about the serial winner was talking about carrots after a loss against Middlesbrough. He's lost a lot.
So very quickly, I'm embarrassed by my team, and I'll get into that. But the thing is, when I went on to after the League Cup final, I went on to a space about both Liverpool and Chelsea, and Hassam can apologise. I didn't try and flex. Chelsea, no, I didn't try and flex because of I didn't try and flex against Chelsea. And I basically just said it was a good final. Chelsea had chances to win. I think decisions went against each team and all that. And I was like, good final, whatever. And that. Egal is so butthurt about Spurs being above him for the last 5-6 seasons. That every single chance he gets, he comes on like a little kid, like Christmas morning, like Spurs, yeah, blah blah blah, like banner and all that. You went out in the 3rd round, and you're trying to come and get me a team that went out in the 5th round. It just makes no sense. You're a bit weird.
Are you gonna win it?
So what?
So all I heard was my shit stinks less, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So
are you gonna win it, bro?
What? Are you gonna win
it?
Are you going to win it?
Are you going to win it? Shit.
Yeah, exactly. You're not winning shit either. So what are you trying to
No,
flex
no,
for?
no.
It's
We're
weird.
winning trophies.
Hey,
winning
it's a
Anyway,
mid-off, guys.
anyway,
A mid-off,
let me-
mid-off.
One second.
Bojo, this is not a mid-off.
One
You get
second.
me?
One second.
He has to inject himself
Long day.
to it.
One
to
second,
it all
one
the time.
second. Alan, you
Yeah.
have the same amount of trophies this last 20 years since Romans took charge of Chelsea as what do you call it? Bristol City, right? Also, Swansea and somebody else. And Leicester have 2 more trophies than you in those last 20 years. So how are you guys even a big club?
Okay, Igal, it's kind of cute that you're trying to come at me with that when basically I've said that numerous times, so it's nothing new. So you probably just watched a stream I've done and copied me. So to copy and paste, you can do that what you like.
No. I actually got that.
Anyway, we're talking
got that because I tweeted that out earlier today.
Okay, good. Right, so we're talking about Spurs at this moment in time.
That's
So
come off camera.
So you want to move on to Spurs Everton because this is painful.
No. It's painful because you keep trying to inject yourself for no reason. So take it to the side. Okay.
Ahmed, come off camera. Come on.
Inject. What? Round 3 where you got knocked out by Nottingham Forest. Your flexing is weird, Gal. Really. Let me talk about my team
because that's where
right.
you are.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
8th 2 seasons in a row and finished behind us 5 seasons in a row. So there we go. So for me, let's talk about Spurs. Absolutely horrendous. See, I've said for numerous time this season that our midfield is absolutely awful. So people are going, but you sold so many people. But Lo Celso didn't do anything in that midfield, and Dembele didn't do anything in that midfield. Dele Alli didn't do anything in that midfield apart from one decent display against Liverpool. Great. Fair play. So we got rid of all of them. That's fine. And then we're left with people like Winks. Oh my God. I would sell Winks and I would sell Royal for a fucking pack of Skittles and a curly whirly. That's what I'd sell them for. They're absolutely embarrassing. Let me finish. Let me finish. Shush.
He needs the therapy, bro.
Exactly. I do. So I know the problems with my team. I don't see bad performances or anything like that and then go, but they're still the best in the world, like some fan bases do. I know the limitations of my team. There's massive problems there. I don't know whether it's coming from the coach, whether it's coming from above and all that, but this summer will be make or break for Spurs. Literally, if Conte walks, then hopefully the rest of the Spurs fan base will be on Daniel leaving that and get out of the club because some people still think he's doing a good job. 1 trophy in 20 years is not good enough. Just massive problems for me in predicting Everton scoreline this week. It could be anything. It could be.
Let me just stop you right there.
For God's sake, go for it.
1 second. Before you move on, this same Harry Winks that your former manager called as good as Iniesta.
Okay. Hold on. Does every manager get everything right?
Oh, Igal, you're such a nerd, man. You actually went and got the headline.
Exactly. That's the thing. He can waste his time.
I refuse to get involved in this mid-off, man. Genuinely.
Okay, let's bring it back to earth then. Let's talk about everything.
Okay, I was trying to, but your little dig fell flat there. Nobody was interested in that. Anyway, so for me, this Everton game could be absolutely anything. We could win, they could win, draw, high scoring, low scoring. The way Spurs are playing at the moment, nobody knows what that's going to be. But I'm going to back my team as I always do with chest and say 2-1. I'm not going to say, we're going to get the top 4, but we might not because of this, that, and the other. But we're going to get top 4, but we might not, like you did a couple of weeks ago.
Alan, what I think?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be another game where you drop points. You're going to draw 1-1 versus Everton, and it's going to be a shock because Everton are going to go up first. Everton are going to go up first, and it's going to be like, oh my God, Spurs could lose this, but then you're going to nick it at the end, and it's going to end up being a 1-1, and you're going to be once again dropping points against a team you should be beating at home.
Oh well, okay, that's good. 2-1 Spurs, and if that's the case, and then you've obviously Arsenal, you're going to be even further ahead. So top 4 shoe in, you've got top 4 already. Well done, congratulations.
We're just going about it. We're just going about our business.
Yeah.
And you guys,
no. Why are Arsenal fans talking about it now? Your favourites for top 4, and I agree.
100%.
Your favourites for top 4, you're going to get it. Yeah, you're going to get it.
I got a little commercial. You want a commercial
Chelsea
break?
should be worried. You're coming for 3rd.
Look at this.
Oh,
we are top
this guy's
4.
shameless as shit.
I got the percentages. I got everything.
Have you got a graph though?
He's got a chart.
That's better than a graph.
That's better than a graph, to be fair. That is.
You know, top 4 is ours. 60% favorites right now.
We have to talk about your dance move, though. That ain't it, I'll be real.
Can I just confirm, is that 60% off of a poll on an Arsenal YouTube channel?
No, that's not percent. That's not a poll.
I mean, I do agree with you, but
mathematics. Anyways,
mathematics. Interesting.
Spurs, Everton. What are you saying?
I love the drip today, I'll be real.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Dabs?
Oh,
the only time I said something nice.
Some said there's something nice about me. Fuck.
Dabs, what are you saying? You don't like Spurs also. What's your prediction?
You tell me. You fucking tell me, mate. No idea. I'll put it in. I'll put it in. The
Your prediction was 3-1 Spurs.
Well, there we go. It's 3-1 Spurs.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay, go ahead.
Spurs' point of existence now is to just bother Man City, and I love it.
No, it is. You know what,
Spurs has no reason for
I'm not gonna
existing.
lie. I've
They
realised.
literally have no reason for existing except getting 6 points off Man City every year.
Long
No, the
day,
worst
bro,
thing
long
is,
day.
yeah, is, Sam, imagine they went and beat us, yeah, and then went and fucking lost to what? Who was it?
Burnley.
No, they're just. It's just making us look shit. I mean, you're right, Sam. Sam, you are right. The cities, the 17, 18, 18, 19 City was better than this City, but them lot are just making us look fucking shit. They really are.
Every time. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Alex,
I'm telling you right now, Daps, and I will speak for Daps. Daps would literally rather face Bayern Munich in a quarterfinal than face Spurs. I'm telling you, he just hates them. He just hates them. Don't deny it.
there's also-
Daps. Don't deny it.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not.
beat them in a final.
Also,
You
you know
beat
what?
them in a final, Dabs.
Yeah, when it counts. But I just need to say, you know what? I'm going to give you a shout out, Jack. What's his name? Jack Nibbler. He watches every fucking week, trolling us all. But you're some dickhead, bruv. So
Yes.
Yeah, he's a regular.
Everyone
He's
likes
regular. So hold tight. You're a regular. Shout out, Jack Nibbler. Everyone follow him.
Shout out Jack. Shout out Jack. Shout out
one
DFC
like
also.
equal one hair follicle growing on all these shit hairlines right here.
Okay, unnecessary. But hey,
Take your cap off. I dare you take your cap off. I dare you.
wallahi, it's not.
I dare you
No,
on
let's
your
see it,
own
let's see it.
channel, on your own
Let's see it.
ends. I dare you take your cap
Do it.
off
It's not,
right now.
it's not a
Do
good
it.
day right now. It's not a good day right
No.
now.
Put it back on. Put it back on. Put it back on. Put it back on. Put it back on.
Okay, Mojo,
I'm loving
Mojo,
it.
your prediction for Spurs Everton before we move on.
Bro, we're gonna keep this simple, man.
Oh,
Long
hi,
day
Mo. I
for-
forgot Mo was here, you know. Where's
Hey,
Armin?
I'm in a peaceful mood today, man. I'm in a peaceful mood, man. And what can I say? Spurs, bro, they're shit. They're out of the FA Cup. It is what it is. And I still think they're going to win this game. So I've predicted a 2-1 Spurs win just because they've got the better players. But also, I just think Everton are struggling at this point in time. And having a new manager in Lampard and during a season where you're struggling with Everton, it's not a good combination. So, yeah, good luck to them.
There you go. And the big game of the weekend, the most important game of the weekend will be left.
So you're not going
last.
to come to me for Spurs Everton? Wow, I feel insulted.
Bro, you've already spoken a lot about Spurs.
2-1 to Spurs. Everton relegation pending. I'm telling you right now. This is Lampard's last job if he gets relegated.
I
I'm telling
forgot
you.
about the Everton connection. that you
God,
have.
if we do beat him, Hussein, we're doing a lot for you this season. Beating Man City
No, but
twice for your
guys,
title.
Thank
Beating
you.
your
Thank
rivals.
you. Antonio
so
Conte's
you
not
know,
Fuck off, Alan.
Can you do us one last favor and open your legs at Anfield? That's all I ask for.
Okay.
No. We're coming for those 3
Okay,
points.
yo, guys, do me a favor. Also, hit that like button, guys.
We're not
It's
asked.
Yes.
absolutely
Absolutely.
free. We currently have how much? 69 likes. That's not bad, but let's try
That's
to
a
get
good
to 100
number.
before the end of the video. Also, next game is Watford versus Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of like
Nervous. Go ahead. Say it.
more and more confident every single day that we're gonna get top 4. So
I
these
haven't
are the
noticed.
games where I expect us to win easily. And I think we're just gonna go there. We're just gonna pick up 3 points and leave. We're gonna get 2 goals, 3 points, clean sheet, and walk out of there like it was a robbery. But hey, what are you guys saying?
Don't ask me. I ain't got a clue.
What, Arsenal, Watford?
Yeah, Arsenal.
I'll
Watford.
straightforward the win as you can get. Simple.
So-
Dab, you went with the same scoreline as me.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
again.
No, you went with 2-1. Sorry, you think
That's-
Watford's gonna score?
Does anyone want a nerd, by the way?
Husam, you went with a high scoreline. Why'd you go with that?
What did I predict? I predicted 4-0 Arsenal. No?
Was that high scoreline
yeah.
or hairline?
You think?
Yeah, I
Arsenal's gonna score more?
Listen, I have hair. I
You
have
think
hair.
we're
Look,
gonna
I can
score
do
four
head
goals?
and
I was talking
shoulders
about you.
commercial. You get me? Look at this.
No, but you think we're gonna score 4 goals?
Yes, I think you will. I think Watford will stay up, but this week they're going to beat Wolves, not Arsenal.
Okay.
They don't have the facilities to win 2 games in a week. They don't.
There you go.
Wow.
Mojo, what are you saying?
Yeah, let's keep it simple, man. 2-1 Arsenal. Watford need to get relegated too, man. Hate them too.
There you go. Another team going down. Alan?
Agreed.
So for me, Watford are going to draw 1-1 with Arsenal. Roy Hodgson. Roy
Should we leave
Hodgson's-
you two again?
Roy Hodgson's going to work his magic, and he's everyone take their
Yeah,
Roy
go ahead.
Hodgson's going to work his magic, and
They're going to fight again.
Love is in the air.
That's all right. I don't
Every
mind.
second, every sound.
Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, no. So, like I said, Roy Hodgson's going to work his magic. If they're going to go 1-0 up, and you're going to come back late, but you're not going to be able to turn it around like Wolves, like you did with Wolves, then you're going to get the one goal and get a point there.
There you go.
Wait, surely if an Arsenal equalised, then that means they win the game, even if it's 1-1.
No, they celebrate losses. That's what they do.
No, but they also win.
be fair, they do.
They also win in draws, guys. That's
Best
how it
performance
works
of the
for
season.
Arsenal. That's what they do, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mojo just did
Alan's
Uno
going.
reverse for Arsenal, and none of us realized it. I love it.
Okay, let's just move on. I think that was. I think Alan could have came better with that.
Is
but hey,
Martinelli back, Igal, by the
No,
way?
Martinelli's been back. He played last game. He didn't have a good game though.
again, that's a genuine prediction.
It's
I
okay,
honestly think
Klopp
it's going to be
will
1-0.
develop.
It's not coming at anything like that.
Yo, Hussam, just to let you know, Inter Milan are winning 4-0 in it. So I don't know if you're nervous about the during
Ooh,
the weekend,
scary.
innit?
All right, moving on. Pep Guardiola has announced that Ruben Dias is out for 4 to 6 weeks with a hamstring injury. This is a big blow just before the Manchester derby. And I'm not gonna lie to you, my guy. I as a Man City fan, are you worried that losing your best defender in this title race?
I'm not worried in the league right now. But the one game that I really think we need fucking Diaz at full fitness for is Liverpool. So right now, against Man United, Laporte, Stones, no problem. It probably actually suits us to have two ball-playing defenders. And quite a lot of games, it suits us to have two ball-playing defenders. When we come up against Liverpool, we need a defender that literally throws himself in front of everything. So it's kind of 4 to 6 weeks. It's touch and go if he will be back and fully fit for Liverpool. But we need him back fully fit for Liverpool.
Are you worried about Manchester United pulling?
No, I'm not worried about shit with Man United. Are you mad? But I usually, you know what I do on predictions usually.
Yeah.
When it comes to City, I'd go with a draw. Check my prediction for City v United. I'm not worried about shit with United.
No.
An
So what was
update
your
for
prediction?
Hussam.
So what was your prediction? If you want to remind us,
2-0.
you see how this is one he memorized. He knows City's gonna win. No hesitation.
I've clocked the players we rested midweek.
Okay, but let me ask you this though: Ruben Dias out for 4 to 6 weeks. Are you confident with Laporte and Stones?
Yeah, I am because I know the games we've got. I'm just not confident against Liverpool with Stones and Laporte. Because
okay, so you want me to check the games you got because I would be
please
be
do.
worried. And I know
You're not
you
confident
support
against
Arsenal,
us
bro.
regardless. Neither
Against
am
who?
I.
Against
Yo,
who?
Hussam.
I said you're not confident against us regardless.
Listen,
Neither am I.
you have
No, exactly. And
Bro,
it's
you got
one game that
Manchester
we need
United.
to be.
one
Yeah.
second. You got Manchester
You
United.
cannot be
Yeah.
confident going
You
into
got
that
Crystal
game from either
Palace.
side.
One second. You got Manchester United, who usually
Yep.
pick up points off you. You
No,
got
hold
Crystal
on.
Palace.
You want to do that? Manchester United have got results at the Etihad when they meant nothing apart from bragging rights. You
Okay,
can't tell me
Crystal
a time they've
Palace-
taken points off of us when we needed to win. So.
Okay, Crystal Palace have taken points off you. You face them next
That's
Monday.
true.
Yeah, but that is true. But look, you're acting like Laporte is fucking one of your defenders, bro. Come on.
No, my
Very
defense
wise.
is actually
Guys.
good. Anyways,
Guys,
Um,
Dabs would
moving
be
on.
scared if it was Spurs, but because it's not
Yeah.
Spurs, he's
Yeah, I
fucking
would.
good.
Spurs and Liverpool.
One second.
Let him know.
One
Let him
second.
know.
Let's actually analyze this. So 1, 2, the third week you're gonna have Southampton in the FA Cup. That's not too much of a worry. I've already skipped Sporting because you're 5-0 up already. Burnley, not too worried about that. But in 4 weeks' time, you play Liverpool. Do you think he's gonna be ready in 4 weeks?
Well, that's what I just said. So thanks for confirming exactly what I just fucking said, bro. No, that's exactly it. Look, most teams come and play a low block, 10 men behind the ball, which is great to then have two ball defending centre backs, right? However, Liverpool, not so. So do we need him back for Liverpool?
We have
in my
cojones.
opinion, you have big fucking cojones, right? So I mean, the other thing I would say is, depending on who we get in the Champions League, I might be a little worried in the next round of the Champions League. But it's what it is. Look, the fact is, to win the league, you have to fucking sometimes get injuries. So it is what it fucking is. We've got an injury. Luckily for us, we've got three very, very, very fucking good centre backs. I have no right to complain. He's got an injury. We move. Laporte and
You
Stones,
know
I'm
what's the
happy
most
with that.
fucked up scenario?
And Laporte and Stones have got a fucking good. By the way, go and check out Laporte and Stones' stats together. They're better than any other
wanna
City
know
partnership.
something?
Dabs, do you have a graph ready?
I definitely don't, but
Who's
Igal will
Sam?
make one for me soon.
Sam?
Igal,
When it
just
comes
before I
to- when it
speak
comes
on my
to- When it comes
prediction.
to the title race, when it comes to the title race. I definitely do
Yeah.
think this will impact it, but I want to throw it over to you. Go ahead.
The thing is as well, and Daps will, I know Daps will agree with me for sure. There is a messed up scenario that could happen. We could play City 3 times in a case of 7 days.
Yeah, fuck
Because
my
the
life,
Champions
we
League
do.
quarterfinals, there is no like country thing where you can't play the same team from the same country. So we can draw Man City. And now, of course, just to answer Mojo's question, 10 seconds. No one's worried, bro. We're through. As I was saying,
They're 5-0 up, just to let you know.
okay, congratulations. Against who? Against who? Genoa?
Big up,
I don't
Mr.
even-
Bungle.
I don't even know, bro.
There you go. So that could be a scenario where we play City Champions League and then City Premier League and then City Champions League if we draw them, which is a scenario neither me nor he wants. I know that.
I
for a
think
fact.
you wouldn't mind it, bro. You wouldn't mind.
Nah.
Husam, the bigger
Nah.
point is-
City
Who's
3
that?
times in 7 days. I ain't ready
that?
for that shit, bro.
The bigger-
Neither
the
are
bigger
you. Neither
question
is Pep.
is-
Neither is Klopp. You know that,
One second, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The bigger question is, why do you think Man United are going to get points against
Yes,
Man
that's
City?
what I was gonna get to. I'm gonna tell
No,
you.
it's sweet, sweet fantasy, baby.
It was a fantasy when I said it was Spurs as well.
Yo, don't
Anyway.
mess with Dabs. He'll come
So,
for you.
so United, they're gonna park the bus. They're gonna
They
leave.
can't park the bus, bro. Sorry, I'll stop you there. They can't. They've got Harry Maguire. What bus, bro?
They're going to park the bus but leave the door open.
The
basically. That's what
windows
they're
are
gonna
all
do.
smashed out. The windows
There
are
you
all
go.
smashed, bro.
There you go. That is the point. That is the point. So let me land. They're gonna park the bus. You get me? That's the only way. The only way you get results against Man City is one of two: park the bus, hit on the counter, or the Liverpool press. The Liverpool press, unfortunately for all you guys, can only be done by Liverpool. So it's either your solution is park the bus. Now,
Like Spurs.
yes.
Oh, fuck
So
off.
I think United are going to be extremely compact. I think the smart thing to do would be to leave. I think Ronaldo's going to play, so I wouldn't start him. But I'm saying what Ragnick would do. I think Ronaldo's going to start, so it's probably the smart idea is to probably leave Ronaldo and Elanga on the halfway line and try to hit City on the counterattacks. That's the only way United are going to get anything. United. Let me make something very clear. If United even try to go toe-to-toe with Man City, they're getting absolutely smashed. Let me make the prediction very clear. If United set up to go toe-to-toe, City are winning this 5-0. It's simple as if they want to go toe-to-toe. But now if they park the bus and play defensive and play strategic, I think they're going to win this game 2-1. And I think Ronaldo is going to score a goal as well. I just think the storyline is written. 2-1.
Alan, do you remember these? Do you remember these, Alan? You're about my age. That used to be a City thing. I found it the other day, but it's deflated. Bit like United's season.
Yeah. Can I just say, I do like the setup with just 5 of us. And because for me, the 6 stands out and it equals the same amount of points we're taking off City this season at 6. So I'm happy with it.
You know what? Right, you know what, Alan? Give me your address. Alan, give me your address. I'm going to send you a trophy, bro.
So
You
well
can have
said.
that trophy.
Yeah, I just like the
the
setup.
trophy
That's
joke.
Alan, that's your only trophy this season or this decade. actually.
Trophy
Bro,
joke
you're-
again. Bingo.
Alan,
Wait,
Alan,
Igal,
you just one big
Igal.
nerd.
Igal, I am a big nerd. Igal, your only trophy this season is celebrating a 2-1 loss. So there we go. That's your only trophy.
Yeah.
Who was that to,
Yeah,
by the way?
We've seen
was to
arguments.
Igal.
You haven't.
To
Anyway,
who's
Man
the
City,
nerd?
yeah.
go ahead, Mojo. What are you saying?
Bro, I can't lie, man. Man United are a terrible team to watch. Very inconsistent. Despite the injuries that Man City has, I still think Man City will win this game.
Yeah.
And the pressure is there. Don't get me wrong. But I still think Man City are just too good of a team to be losing to Man United. So I've gone with a 2-1 win. You're still going to win. But hey, we need a little bit of entertainment. So as long as the game is entertaining, I'm not complaining, man.
There you go. And talking about entertainment, I actually have a couple today. So which one should I go with? Should I go with this one? Should I go with this
Is
one?
it the end?
Yes.
Oh, this show's
Chicken
been. I've
wing,
enjoyed this
chicken
show,
wing.
you know. Last Friday, I didn't like
Okay, Husam, what you
I
saying?
enjoyed this Friday.
No. Listen.
What in the hell?
You get me? Title charge starts. See you guys next week. You get me? See you guys next week. Hey!
Oh my God.
Hey, boys, does he put on weight? He looks bigger, you know. He looks like he's eating well.